Hey bro, did you hear about the new computer lab being made downstairs? It's gonna be pretty awesome. We're gonna be playing games downstairs.
A computer lab downstairs? Are they finally making it?
Yeah bro, they're setting up the computers downstairs already.
Oh, by the way,
Could you help us set up a Wi-Fi downstairs? We need to connect it to the internet.
well, I don't know how to connect stuff to the internet, let alone the things we're going to be using.
Well, it's simple really. We're just going to be using network devices.
Oh, really? I've never heard of it. What are network devices?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because that is what we are going to be talking about today. Network devices. So network devices are essentially devices that we'll be using to connect computers or electronics together in a system where they can share their files together. It's usually divided into three types, which are the LAN, which is the local area network that we usually see in our homes or in offices. And then we have WLAN, which is the wireless type of local area networks. And then we finally have the WAN, which is the wide area network, typically seen in countries or in geographical locations such as cities.
Huh, that's pretty interesting. Could you give me some examples of these network devices?
Well, some common examples are hubs, switches, routers, and of course the NIC.
So first off, we have the hub. Let's say you have 4 computers labeled A, B, C, and D. You want to connect them together in forming a network. Well, how would you do that? You could connect them using a hub. The hub itself works as a central node in which computers A, B, and C with D can share files or communicate with one another. This is done through cables that are connected to each and every one of them. However, hubs cannot send data at the same time. So that means that when computer A, let's say, is sending data to computer B, computer C cannot send to computer B at the same time because it will create what is called a data collision. The way that hubs work is that when computer A is sending data to computer C, the hub actually sends data to all of the computers. However, the computers B and D will terminate the data that is already being sent to them. Hence, the data would only be received at C. Next up, we have the switch. Now, since hubs cannot send data at the same time and can create data collisions, people nowadays don't really use them as much. We now use switches a lot more often. Same as before, the switch itself allows for connection between all the computers that you have in a network. You can send them from A to B, A to C, A to D, but at the same time as well, each and every computer is connected separately. So you could send data freely without any risk of data collision at all. How is this possible, you might ask? Well, switches use MAC addresses that are set up in each and every computer to identify where the data needs to be sent. It's usually represented in hexadecimal and are pretty similar to IP addresses. Finally, we have the router. The router is used typically to forward data from one network to another. So let's say the first network is your home computer, and then the second network is the internet itself. You could connect them wirelessly through the use of a router. So when your home network wants to forward data to the internet, you want to upload a video or you want to text a friend, the router would then collect all that data and then send it to the internet to the address that you specified when you were sending the data. And routers, just like switches, they collect the MAC addresses and the IP addresses of every single device that's inside of the network you're using. So it can send and collect data from specific devices so that you won't have to fear about data being sent to the wrong person.
Oh man, network devices are really cool. But I don't really get how the hubs and switches could just immediately connect to the internet, or how routers will be just connected wirelessly. Do you just plug it in and it will be fine, or do you just connect it through your phone, or?
That's where the NIC come in. NICs, or network interface cards, allow your computer to actually connect to the internet. It allows for preparation, transmission, and even controlling the flow of data that comes from a network to your device. You could think of it as the brain or the gateway that your computer or device uses to communicate with the outside world.
Oh, so that's how it works. Well, what are we waiting for then? Let's go hook up that computer lab now.
I've been waiting for you to say that. Let's go right now.